Grand Avenue, the dream was to turn it into a more active arts street.
Earliest memories of Grand Avenue, other than the music center, which opened about the time we moved here, there was nothing there. A lot of parking lots.
I came to LA in 2004 to take a job at the LA Times, and John Carroll, who was the editor of the paper at that point, warned me basically that all of downtown rolls up the sidewalks at 5 o'clock and couldn't even find a cup of coffee.
You came downtown to go to Lace and to go to the TC. Grand Avenue wasn't a destination.
I remember the Disney concert hall under construction. I love the building. I'm a huge fan of Frank Gehry, so I was almost every week would walk there to see it, to check it out how it was going.
They've been able to create a place in which I feel that the buildings really represent a forward movement of ideas in terms of architecture in the city.
You know, the last 40 years, restoring Grand Avenue is incredible.
There are very few streets anywhere in the world that have the collection of architectural landmarks that Grand Avenue has.
I don't think Grand Avenue changed alone. I think it changed with all the surroundings. I think it changed what happened in downtown at large, and I think Grand Avenue was a big engine of it.
Now we have about 7 million people a year coming to Grand Avenue.
What it's done is it's made a different kind of livable downtown in which people want to walk to venues, to actually feel like you're close to and that you're part of a different kind of community.
We've gone from a divided city, from people from the west side didn't go to east side and never got together. So between Grand Park and everything, people from all parts of the city are gathering for the first time in the last 30 years.
The opening of Grand Park was a significant milestone in the life of the neighborhood. The opening of the Broad, obviously, the Broad has been hugely successful. And still these larger problems are really stubborn. Attracting enough street life, really making it work as a pedestrian destination.
One has to give the cues and to invite, that the community's invited. And I think that's been something we haven't really done, and now are beginning to with this new project.
Under construction, just started the Grand, designed by Frank Gehry, which will include a 350-room hotel, 220,000 square feet of high-end retail, which will probably have about 8 or 9 new restaurants. And then they're going to have condos, and they're going to have apartments.
I think we're a neighborhood in flux on Grand Avenue. The rest of the city population would like to participate. It's a little hard up there.
We think about it as a more democratic and populist space. It still holds the potential for new kinds of thinking, as long as we're very specific and strategic about keeping that thinking at ground level, thinking about the public realm.
What I hope is we start to have more diversity and more density and more life.
We have to have a proportion of affordable housing. I think that that is the number one responsibility in relationship to a civic responsibility of continuing to grow downtown. Because you have to diversify any community. Because what are you saying then? Only the luxury class deserves a corridor of art? Art is for everybody.
I think density is good. Density is sustainable. Density helps to create better city. Density creates better societies. A dense city tends to be much more tolerant because we all bump into each other, so we notice that nobody's really different, that we're all the same.